Hey, yeah, what's poppin', gang? We back. What's good? Welcome in, man. It's Thursday. We almost to the end of the week, man. So if you guys have been at work all week, it's almost over. Just get through these last couple of hours, get through these last couple of days. All right, man. Again, let me say a quick thank you to everybody for sending over the well wishes to wifey on her birthday, which was yesterday. My birthday was on the 4th, man. So birthdays are over and done with. I'm all caked out. Yeah, that too. But I'm all caked out. You feel me? Like I can't have no more cake. I can't eat no more cake. Well, I mean I can, but anyway, man. Shout out to everybody, man, for all of the birthday wishes to me and wifey, man. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. Kalani, what up? Carne, what up? Noah, what up? Reese, what up? Everybody, man, what up? So we got a couple of different topics to get into today, man. We got a Lupe Kendrick debate that we have to discuss. We haven't discussed it on the channel. I've heard the topic talked about in the barbershop, especially, you know what I'm saying, being from the city, being from Chicago, it definitely has. It's been something that's been discussed, and we definitely want to get into that. BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards canceled indefinitely. There's a lot of different talk going on around that I definitely want to tap into today. I think there's a pretty obvious reason, but there's conversation. There's conversation about other things and other possibilities for why that's actually happened. I think it's pretty obvious, though. I don't think it's too much to discuss when it comes to that, but we can definitely talk about that too. Drake warning Gilly. We got Jim Jones warning podcasters. Okay, and we got a couple of other videos to get into today, man. So this one's gonna be a nice one. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I definitely appreciate all of the love and support. So y'all know we got to go ahead and tap into the first video. Now, I really wanted to get the kind of like the news breakdown to this. I've read the article. It doesn't sound as good as kind of hearing somebody else talk about it. So I kind of want to react to what the Breakfast Club said about this morning. And then there's another video that I want to get into that has some pretty interesting information. Hey family, hey, I'm early. Happy birthday to you and yours, all the way from St. Lucia, the Caribbean. Shout out to Lindell, I appreciate you. Been telling you about Lupe. If Kendrick wants to be lyrical miracle, he can, but he likes to be relatable to people. Lupe doesn't know how to master the mid-range. Great analogy there. We talked about mastering the mid-range too. Where did I hear that from? I forgot where I heard that from. Bro. Punch. I heard it from Punch. He talked about mastering the mid-range and not feeling the need to jump out there and just shoot from three all the time and being able to master the mid-range. So that's a great conversation. What up, Mr. Sheridan? What up, Positive Vibes? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video real quick, man. Hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Let's go.
So Scott Mills sat down with Gail Mitchell over at Billboard, and they had a conversation about BET's 45-year legacy.
He's the CEO of BET,
yes,
right?
CEO of BET. Yes. And they had a conversation about the legacy of 45 years of BET. Now,
that's something I don't think I realized either. BET has been around for 45 years. Hip hop is 50 years old. So BET has been around almost the same amount of time that we've known hip hop as it is to be a thing. I didn't realize that. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that they kind of grew up together in a sense, which I guess would kind of understand why it kind of took its dips and flows and highs, because it followed the trend of hip hop. But this is something completely different. Like, this is different. Like, I'm not saying that hip hop is going down, but this is different.
Within the conversation, they talked about a ton of different things, but one of the major things that came out of this interview was we learned that the BET Hip Hop Awards and the BET Soul Train Awards are going to, or right now, are suspended. Mm-hmm. So Gail Mitchell asked Scott if he can confirm the chatter, because there have been conversation about two BET Award shows, the Soul Train and the Hip Hop Awards, no longer happening. So he says that, he wouldn't say that it's, not happening. He says that right now, as of right now, they are suspended. But basically what they're trying to figure out at BET is how do they bring or do these award shows in a way where it fits where the media landscape is today, because it might not mean that the Hip Hop Awards or the Soul Train Awards have to be on linear TV. But he does say that they are not gone. I know yesterday, I saw a conversation around the awards being completely gone and canceled.
Real talk, like the hip hop, I just feel like people don't put a lot of stake into it. It's almost like it's a participation medal in a sense. It seems like charity, in a sense, for artists to attend it. And to receive the award. Not to say that you should feel that way. I'm just saying it seems like it's like I gotta go home for Thanksgiving. Like I'm never here. Like I'm never here. I gotta go home for Thanksgiving. I gotta go home and show the people I'm here. And that's not even for the Hip Hop Awards. That's for the BET Awards. Like you just don't see people showing up to these awards. You don't see people watching it like that. Like I feel like where we are right now with the way that cable TV, like I don't have cable. I don't have cable. I don't have cable. You know what I'm saying? Like I stream Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of the world we're in. I watch so much YouTube and stuff like that it's almost like YouTube is my form of entertainment. And I have the streamers, the YouTubers that I watch, and I think that's a pitfall of the subscription model, that you got everybody buying all of these different things to watch these things. They're not necessarily tuned into like cable television. I know you can buy like a BET subscription, but like what are you getting? Like I couldn't name you like 2 shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't name you like 2 shows that's on BET. Not one, actually one. I couldn't name one. So I think that's a bigger issue. I think it's just a bigger issue. People aren't going. My bad.
Yeah. He says in this article, they are not going. They're just trying to find a way to rework it so that it fits where we are now. And when he says that, they had already previously had a conversation about like the other ventures that BET has. So whether it's BET Plus or, BET Digital, where do they put the award show so that they work out better? Now, she follows up this question when asking,
Do y'all think that the location of the BET Awards, whether it's on Plus or whether it's on TV, do y'all think that's the problem? Like the problem isn't the medium or where it is. Like that's not the problem. The problem is not getting the attention on the show. And you have to just kind of grow up with the times in a little bit. Like if you're going to do a show like that, you might want to have streamers involved. You might want to tap in to the hip hop YouTube community. You might need to bring out some of the heavy hitters in this hip hop YouTube space and make them a part of the show. You might have to do that. When they hit go live or when they drop a video, people go to it. Plain and simple. You might have to do that. Look, I'm down.
About the 2025 BET Awards, because when this year's BET Awards went down, although the show was amazing, the ratings were a lot lower than they were last year. So there had been conversation about the BET Awards being canceled as well. They were last year. So there had been conversation about the BET Awards being canceled as well, and because of the viewership. So she says viewership dropped almost 50% in a key demographic, which is 18 years old to 49 years old, from last year's show. She asked Scott Mills, does he have
a key demographic 18 to 49? That's the entire demographic. Like that's the meat. Pause. That's the entire 18 to 49 is basically. So I guess what they're saying is across the board, everybody just stopped watching it. It didn't matter how old you were. You have to look at it like this though, right? What have you done to attract an 18-year-old to watch the BET Awards? Like, is YB performing? Is who else? You know what I'm saying? Like, is somebody that they watch performing at this show? Are they getting an award? Are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to tap into those age groups in order to get them to watch. I don't even understand. Listen, bro. It seems pretty obvious to me. What up, Luke? Shout out my brother in the building. Yes, BET's format is no longer with the times. It is not, bro. It doesn't. Like, you have to think, bro. Like, we don't watch videos anymore. Like, there used to be a time where you could tap in at any time of the day and watch a video. Like, an actual, like, just watch a video all day long. You can't watch videos no more. So the way we're hearing the music is through streaming, which is also the way we connect with the artists is through streaming and streamers and stuff like that. Now, if you went back to the model of that, maybe, I don't know, because people don't really watch TV like that anymore. But if you took away the reason why people connected to the channel in the first place, which was the videos, right? Oh, my bad, J2. I think that until they use streamers and change how they're doing things they're doing, they're never going to get the views that they're used to. Shout out to J2. I agree, fam. I agree.
The situation.
My bad.
Have any concerns about the longevity of the BET Awards, and he says viewership was down, but the cable ecosystem is smaller, number one, than it was a year ago, and that's just the reality of it. But he also says that a lot of it has to do with the fact that last year they changed the BET Awards from the Sunday that it's always on to a Monday. Now, when that change was announced, people were confused because it's always on that certain Sunday. I think it's like the third Sunday in June. People were confused and people were wondering why. So I did some poking around yesterday.
Dropping the show to releasing the show on Sunday to dropping it on a Monday when people are off and have nothing to do. Typically, they just chilling at home. You went to drop the show on a Monday when people probably may not be home from work or got practice or you know what I'm saying, something going on. That would lend to why less people will watch. It just seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot.
To try and figure out, because he didn't answer the question as to why it was moved around. He just said that they were going to bring it back. They're going to take it back to the original Sunday. But the show was good. He gave a big props to Connie Orlando. Said, they did an amazing job this year with the show, but we can't get around what happened. And from what I was told, the reason why it was moved around was because there was a huge sporting event that was happening at that time that they couldn't work. Like, they needed certain venues, and they used the JW Marriott Hotel and different venues, and they didn't have access to the things that they needed, so they had to move the day. I was confused about that because I'm like, a show as big as the BET Awards, I thought you would book out the venues you need for years at a time, probably.
Yeah.
And what I was told was that sometimes people do that, but because, again, the landscape of things are changing every single day, it's hard to predict what will and what won't happen a year from now, 2 years from now.
They don't have the money to do that. You would book venues and hotels and whatever years in advance if you had the money to do that. That they live in paycheck to paycheck. And how are they bringing in money? How are they bringing in money? It seems like at some point, BET is going to dissolve completely. And I think that's due to, it's partially their own doing, the reason why people don't watch. So I can't necessarily blame the people for not watching when it's not a product that people want to watch. Right? Like, it would make sense if they was giving us something that we wanted to see, but they don't do that.
So
salute to Scott Mills, but I don't know why he's complicating this. These shows just aren't making no money.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the moral of the story. The reality of the situation, none of these shows are making the money they need to be on. It's just that simple. If these shows were making money and if these shows were profitable, these shows, it would be no question about none of these award shows. They'd be on.
Not only that, you look at the hip hop awards, and if you don't have the top 5 hip hop artists coming to your show, and you're doing a hip hop award show, that kind of hurts as well, right?
Yeah.
Whoever your top 5 award, your top 5 rappers are. If you don't have Kendrick performing or Drake performing or Future or Travis Scott or whoever the top 5 is that people say, if they're not at your hip hop award show, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? You want to see that represented. And we've seen it represented. We've seen Michael Jackson at these award shows when it was time for.
Here's the other thing. Why? Okay, so here's another question for y'all to answer if you guys are watching this on playback too, right? And you guys in the chat too. Why don't artists view the BET Hip Hop Awards as a must-attend show? Why? It's BET. It's black. It's for the people. It's an honor. It's an award. right? You're gaining something from it. So why are they not showing up to a show built for you? Is it politics? What is it? Is it money? Like, what is it? Like, I want to know the thought process behind them not showing up, because it has to be a reason, bro. Show up to the Grammys. It's got to be prestige. It's got to be prestige. It just seems like the BET Awards is not held to the same standard or the same, it doesn't garner the same attention as something like the Grammys. It's controversial. Who doesn't show up? Those nominated show up. But it's not just about being nominated, though. It's about the support for hip hop. So even if you're not nominated, why would you not go? Like, everybody who goes to the Oscars isn't a winner or nominated. They go because they are actors, or, you know what I'm saying? They're part of the industry. It's literally another trophy because they know how paid off success is. I always get here at the end. We're at the beginning. That's worth more than a Grammy in my eyes. Stars are not getting the same coverage at the BET Awards that they would get from other award shows. I agree with that too. The Grammys got y'all brainwashed. It's not just the artists, black folk in general, been done with the BET Awards. And I think they have too, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they've been done with the BET Awards. Black people have been done with the BET Awards, I think, for a long time. And it's a multitude of reasons. I don't think you can blame it on one thing. I think a huge thing is there's no connection. We had like 106 in Park and just normally watching videos all the time. Like, we don't have that anymore. So there's no connection.
For those award shows, we've seen Hove, we've seen Dre, we've seen Snoop, we've seen Nas, like we've seen T.I., we've seen our big celebrities.
Envy makes a great point, because the reality of the situation is artists treat these award shows like they're disposable, and they don't come to them, but they'll go to all the white award shows. And that's why the white award shows still get the viewership, and that's why the white award shows still get the sponsorships, because they get the eyeballs. If the top artists came to these shows, they would get the eyeballs and they'd still be getting the money. But if you do that for years, like they've been ignoring, the BET Hip Hop Award and Soul Train Awards for years. If the top artists ignore those shows for years, eventually people stop.
Even the name of like the Soul Train Awards, it's like, how, like, where's the connection to Soul Train at this point? Where's the connection? That's what I'm saying. Like, they can't just keep, it almost seems like BET said, because it's hip hop, they're gonna show up. Because it's Soul Train, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. They gotta show up. It's hip hop. It's black. We doing everything. Like, and you gotta do a little bit more than rely on the history to get people to show up. Soul Train is a beautiful name. BET hasn't been black owned in a while. Maybe reach out and rebrand. Facts. Yeah, sounds like politics. Y'all remember that Boondocks episode? Which one?
Stop watching and the money dries up. It's not rocket science, people.
Yeah, you want to see your favorite artists. Your favorite artists are not there. The biggest artists are not there performing. You're less likely to watch. Dominoes. But if I know my favorite artist, the biggest artist, Kendrick, is going to be performing, or this one, you're going to watch. But those artists not performing.
That'll help with the sponsorships.
Yeah, and he also talked about too, BET went through a huge round of layoffs recently as well too, and he talked about just the money being different over there. BET has been at this for a very long time, and the money has been different. Placing advertisers is different as well too, because of the things that you guys are talking about. I think across the industry we're seeing a lot of this, but I do think we're impacted a lot differently because the fight for money is different for us. Scott Mills talked about that when he was up here on The Breakfast Club.
Like I said, at the end of the day, how is BET making money? How? I mean, I can see that they're making money, but not making enough money to give a show that would make it meaningful for people to continue to watch, right?
As well, but yeah, I saw a lot of people upset yesterday, and kind of like, woe was us, and we need these platforms, but people don't support
Give
those
the people
shows.
what they want.
That's a good one too. Isaac said the Grammys get viewers because it's a much wider net. You can't compare the two demographics. I agree. Grammys encompass all music, right? So you got a lot of different people, genres, styles, flavors coming together in one place. Whereas for hip hop, it is all just it is all just one genre. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you can fairly compare the two, but still, I think the best of the best in your genre don't attend their own show. There has to be a conscious reason why, we do not care about this. Like, we don't care about this award. We want that one. You know, how do we make the BET Hip Hop Award as sought after as a Grammy? Or will it ever be? Is it possible? I don't know, right? Like, I don't know if it's possible. And I think it could be years and years and years and years and years of the same thing. It's like, bro, y'all know when the solar people come to your crib and try to get you to buy solar, and you be like, bruh, but I could save you thousands, bruh. ComEd. Bruh, I'm not changing. But I could but if you just, nah, bruh, bye. Close the door. I feel like it's kind of one of those things where even if you could, you know what I'm saying? Even if you could, it's just like we've been going for so long in this direction and we choose not to change. It's like, hey, are we good enough? Yeah, BET would have meant something if they stood for something. Ooh. The most legendary artists can boycott the Grammys and go to the BET Awards instead of yes, that too. But you'd have to get everybody on board. And who's gonna boycott receiving a Grammy when it's like look at it like this too, right? Like when they introduce you as the Grammy Award-winning artist for Best Hip Hop Song 2025 or the BET Hip Hop Award Artist winner 2025, it's like the name carries weight. And you got to think about it like that too. Like even actors, when they get that Oscar, bro, the prices go up. When I get an Oscar, the prices go up. You're not going to just pay me what you paid me last year after I won an Oscar. You feel me?
People don't support
but you know
those
what's
shows.
so crazy? They always act upset when something is gone. But when it's here, you defecate on it every chance you get. Mm-hmm. When it's on, you trash the award shows when they on. And you say that, you know, they always act upset when something is gone. But when it's here, you defecate on it every chance you get. Mm-hmm. When it's on, you trash the award shows when they on, and you say that, you know, the award show is trash and blah blah blah. But then when it's gone, you upset.
Yeah, and you know what?
You got to start. You got to stop treating your culture like it's disposable, but then get mad when it's disposed of.
You know, we haven't been having a conversation.
I mean, I don't disagree. I think it's a sense of normalcy too, where people just assume that it's always gonna be there. Like you just assume that it's always gonna be there because it's a staple. Like I may not watch it all the time, but when I go to the channel, I need it to be on. Like I don't watch ridiculousness all the time, but when I go to MTV, like I gotta be on. Like I need to get some laughs. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be there, but they just like, nah, bro, we can't do it. Years and years and years of doing it.
Conversation about too with this whole CBS thing and the Skydance merger and all that is BET being over there, and a lot of their content is going to be heavily impacted too if what we see is happening is actually happening with things being censored. They in the article, Gail Mitchell asked Scott Mills about that, and he says that he's not going to speak to potential corporate outcomes because you know he's just going to basically like steadfast and stay focused. But how do you not be so scared and so nervous if you're BET under all of this censorship that we're seeing over at CBS and Paramount and all the places? Like
BET ain't got no live programming.
No, but they have
BET not doing nothing that need to be censored. Who on BET is saying is making a stand or saying anything that's going to shake?
Maybe not daily,
exactly.
but like when voting time happens,
sisters is gonna really rile some people up.
When BET does like their voter programs and like the go get out and vote, like they do take times when they do certain things where they're shooting back and they're running content that's in not in support of Donald Trump. They might not get as vulgar, but they do their small things to try and like push.
BET censors themselves and sometimes in ways that they shouldn't. I mean, you look at people with so excited to see Chris Brown do Michael Jackson. They censored him. The thing that they censored themselves. Like,
and they do bad censorship too. You be watching BET, and they be like, mother, fryer, fring. Like what?
What up, Beyonce?
Frankfurter. Like, come on.
He was like, what the hell just happened?
Crazy.
G Watkins, I'm not sure. G Watkins asks, are the BET Awards peer voted like the Grammys? I'm not sure. Or is it? Do you mean like is it a like a voting body? I think so. I can't answer that though. React to Lupe and Kendrick songs and compare them. That would be golden lyrically.
Well, however they bring those shows back, and there's no timeline yet, but however they bring those shows back, please tune in. So
if the money ain't there, the shows ain't gonna be there. It's really just that simple. If they can't get the sponsorships and get the money to be there, the show's not gonna be there. That's all. But like what Envy said earlier is true. If you get the best artists in the game to start showing up to these shows, more eyeballs will be on these shows. These shows will go viral more.
But here's the thing: is getting the best artists to show up to the shows, like paying them to come out and do like I can see that from BET standpoint too. Like, I'm not gonna pay y'all to come to the show. Like, you should look to this event as a duty to hip hop in a sense. Like, you gotta show up to the BET Hip Hop Awards. No, but I don't know, man. Maybe I can't give you the solution outside of bridging the gap and building a connection with BET first. Not the Hip Hop Awards. We have to get reattached to BET. How does that happen? Do you have streamers go on and stream for BET from, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, contract the brother out for a BET stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's giving out free game. But I've done that for like Bleacher Report. For any of y'all that know me that's been around for long enough, I've worked with Bleacher Report where they contract me out and I go on and I talk about sneakers on their platform. Granted, they pay you, boy, but I'd go and I stream on their platform. So if you want to connect with streamers, hit the streamers up or hit the YouTubers up and be like, hey, bro, do a show for us through our platform. That's how we bridge the gap and start connecting and getting people to be back involved in what we're doing over here. Not the same old.
You figure out the digital component and the sponsorships will come back.
Shout out to Cool Name for the 5 gang. I appreciate you, man. He says, once artists make BET important, then we will make it important. I hear you.
Maybe.
That's right.
All right. Right now, the money's dried up.
No, I didn't say it had to be streamers. I said bridging the gap. I didn't say it had to be streamers. But if you're trying to get those audiences that have left your platform to go and watch streamers and YouTubers, I'm saying maybe ask some of those people, hey man, maybe why don't you do some work with us and you can bring some of your audience back into the pipeline. That's all I'm saying. It don't have to be, but that's just a suggestion. It don't have to be that.
Latest with Lauren. All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. More going to be joining us, and then BMX professional rider Nigel Sylvester will be joining us, and we'll kick with him in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club.
Oh, Nigel trying to sell them damn Jordan 1 lows. I see. All right, man. What else we got? So that is interesting. Here's a view. I seen this video pop up. The real reason BET canceled the Hip Hop Awards. Who is this? Marcus at Work Media, 12,000 subs. Let's give him a sub. We'll give him a sub. And hit the like button on this video. So he's saying the real reason the BET Hip Hop Awards got canceled. I want to see what other people are saying outside of the mainstream media.
Nigel popped out. Work Media, so I guess it's official now. They are canceling the BET.
They said suspended, but I guess
Hip Hop and the Soul Train Music Award. Are we really surprised? Ever since they sold BET, we had a feeling this was coming. Now,
presented by Walmart.
BET has lost a little bit of its luster. Some people feel like that this move from the CEO has an alternative motive that she wants to talk about, and it has to do with some politics. So let's get into it.
Is it really politics?
So BET has suspended BET Hip Hop and the Soul Train Awards indefinitely. That means they not coming back. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this. Paramount Global owns BET. It is a part of Paramount CBS Entertainment, okay? Now y'all know what's been going on with Paramount. Paramount has been trying to buy Skydance, and in order for them to get Skydance, they had to get the president's approval and the FTC.
What is Skydance? Skydance Media, an American media production and finance company based in Santa Monica, California. Skydance. Oh, today? Skydance closes $8 billion Paramount acquisition today. Marks day one of a new Paramount. What is that? Skydance. What does Skydance do though? Like what are some of their products? A new era, Paramount Skydance Corporation to be tech forward and efficient. So they've officially done it. What does Skydance do though? Chain of Media, that movie production company? Yeah, you see the logo before the movie. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, is that it? They just make movies? Why is that a big deal? Okay. It says the Diversified Media Group. Hey, shout out my boy Cardenas. Loving my crew. For the dub. I appreciate you, fam, for the $20 donation, gang. I appreciate you. Happy belated. You streaming Jid tonight? I just listened to it, so I want to come by. Oh, tonight? Probably not tonight, bro. We'll get to it tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Like, we'll do it tomorrow. Damn, tonight I forgot. Shout out W. Cardenas, man. Don't tell me nothing about it either. Don't even tell me the song you think. Wait, how did you hear it already? How did you hear it already?
FTC approval to have that big ass merger. Trump greenlighted Paramount's $8 billion merger with Group Skydance. Now, guess who else got fired during that time? Stephen Colbert. His show was canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's not forget 60 Minutes. They changed their whole
Wait, so Stephen Colbert got fired. I thought he quit, but I guess he got fired. I did hear it. It's kind of, and I seen a lot of people were pissed about Stephen Colbert. Like, bro, if we not watching you, we not watching Paramount. People are boycotting Paramount over Stephen Colbert. That's crazy.
Now CBS Paramount has a bias monitor for Trump. This all plays a hand, and I don't give a fuck who announced that shit. This all has to do with Trump. Trying to make this country more white.
Oh.
Only white people should be seen. And they're going to dismantle BET whether we realize it or not. Little by little, they're going to take away BET from us. Another thing.
I don't agree with, I mean, I can't say that I agree with that completely, but I do understand at least where the thought process is going with that. Like, I said it earlier, I think BET it could probably be dissolved completely at some point. But I don't necessarily. I think it's kind of some of BET's own doing too. Like people not supporting it. Like I don't think they got nothing to do with nothing else.
Watched Charlamagne this morning talking about the Sydney Sweeney outrage wasn't a big deal. Right after Sydney Sweeney, Charlamagne, there was fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Wait, what?
Don't be fucking stupid. This is the problem with y'all up there. Y'all like to see the glass as half full instead of that bitch being half empty. Little by little, they're chipping away at everybody else and leaving white people there to settle. And stop comparing Beyonce to Sydney Sweeney. Beyonce ad didn't have no goddamn words in that hole. Nobody was talking about nobody's jeans. She just sit there and took a fucking picture.
Yeah, I hadn't even talked about that. Like I didn't really even care to talk about it. Like the difference in the ad is completely different. Like there's no reference to like superior jeans. There's no reference to superior jeans. So like, hey bro,
blue eyes and blonde hair are not the architect of beauty. That is racism. That is eugenics. They're gonna keep pouring that into the entertainment space because that's where everything is. Media runs everything. And right now, Trump has it under his goddamn boot.
Now, whether this is an attempt to take over our outlet, to whitewash it into something different, who knows? But once we sold it, we give up the ability to dictate how things operate. Now, if it's Trump related, politically motivated, who knows? I'm not ruling it out. Hey, in capitalism, money talks, bullshit walks. We all know this. And big money at that level, whether he want to play that to try to run into a merger and that has something to do with Trump, I wouldn't doubt it. But that's how they operate. Now, obviously, the culture don't have to be happy about this because some people are not. But if we're looking at the data, we're looking at the numbers, we're looking at the costs, we understand that viewership of the BET Hip Hop Awards over the years has drastically dived off a cliff. I think their viewership was down like.
I think it is the most simple thing, and I think that people maybe don't necessarily want to look at it. It's very simple, man. I don't really think it's as deep as any of that. I think it's very simple. People are not watching BET, bro. And if they're not watching BET, at some point you got to start chipping away at the fat. The fat goes first. Are y'all not watching this? All right, bet. Let's click that out. We'll keep the BET Awards, but we're not going to do all this other stuff if ain't nobody watching it. We're spending money in order to just take an L at the end of the day? That's crazy.
50% or something. Like, it was crazy. Basically, YouTubers get more views on their videos than they do far as viewership, which is wild.
Wait, what'd he say?
About the BET Hip Hop Awards.
What'd he say?
As viewership, which is wild. Something like, it was crazy. Basically, YouTubers get more views on their videos than they do far as viewership,
which is why I said what I said earlier. That's exactly what I said earlier, bro. You got to start looking at where the people are.
It's wild.
Unpopular opinion about the BET Hip Hop Awards being discontinued. Let's be honest, the BET Hip Hop Awards been dying for the last couple of years.
Facts.
It's been really hard for them to get celebrities to come in. They have nothing but seat fillers on the bottom row. And this is coming from somebody that worked the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. The hip hop industry is dying because the streaming community is booming.
The hip hop community is not dying. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. Streaming community is kind of doing this thing. I think it's just making you like focus your attention in a different direction. So the hip hop community isn't dying. Let me just make sure did she say that?
Because the streaming community is booming. It's no longer about who's dying because coming from somebody that worked the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. The hip hop industry is dying.
The hip hop industry is dying. I don't think that's not true. That is not true.
Because the streaming community is booming. It's no longer about who has the hit record. It's who has influence online. Y'all.
It's no longer about who has the hit record. It's about who has influence online. I'm trying to think of an artist that has influence but doesn't have a hit record. Drake still has hit records. He doesn't have #1 records. I mean, and Drake is not even close to the norm. YB has influence, but may not chart in the way that an artist of that stature probably could, especially like with his last album. So I'm thinking that's a good example is like YB. He has the influence. I honestly stopped listening to hip hop because of the mumble rap era. I also watch YouTube and not TV anymore. Yeah, facts. The streaming community's definition of hip hop culture doesn't include folks that want to watch BET and Soul Train. Maybe she means the industry part is dying. Camille, thank you for that. Maybe, because he said hip hop. I was like, yeah, Gunna too. Kodak Black, influence. Let me get what she said again, because I don't want to.
Booming. It's no longer about who has the hit record. It's who has influence online.
It's no longer about who has the hit record. It's about who has influence. I don't think you can solely say that, bro, because if you don't have a hit record, like people are not talking about you like that. Unless you're hey, no disrespect, but like a Blueface at one point where like your antics is what got you out there, and you weren't like a artist like Ye, who is considered by some people to be one of the greatest artists of all time, but then you became this antic person. You know what I'm saying? Like Blueface had a couple songs, but then stayed in the public eye because of what the hell he was doing outside of music. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got to get with the program. Social media has become so big. We have streamers that are more popping than rappers. They're making more money than what rappers would make going to shows. Nobody no longer want to see people perform on stage. They want to watch their favorite streamer.
I don't agree with that either. I think absolutely people want to go to shows. I think that you have to give them. You can't just roll out of bed and go do a show and just rap on stage and forget your lyrics and ask the crowd to sing your songs for you. Like, you can't do that. Or you can dwindle them out of money, but that's not the show that's going to get people to continue to come back. That's why you had shows like GNX doing the numbers that it did, because people left that show talking about how amazing that show was.
It was proven when Castanet was streaming the BET Awards. A lot of people are blaming, they sold it to Caucasian people. That's why they're just, no, it's not that. How many artists, celebrities been supporting the BET Hip Hop Awards? Very few. You don't see Beyonce showing up to the Hip Hop Awards. You don't see Jay-Z. You don't see the big names. You might see him show up to the real BET Awards, but not the hip hop version, okay?
See?
So,
hey, shout out cool name for the 5 gang. I appreciate you. It says, if you're influenced, then you get a hit record. Speed, KSI, Travis, Aubrey, etc. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate you, dog.
we have to blame the celebrities, the A-list celebrities, for not supporting it, okay?
Facts.
Because they felt like they were bigger than the program.
Now, my black people, my sisters, my brothers, can we at least get on the same page and acknowledge that the BET Awards has been trash for quite some time? Now, they had some moments here and there. They fumbled with Usher tribute show, which had a lot of backlash, and they fumbled a few different other tribute shows. The Jamie Foxx tribute was okay, right? But their programming and their structure of how they're coordinating the BET Awards has been less than desirable, to say it mildly.
Up everybody, this is an unpopular opinion, I know, but cancel the BET Awards. It was trash. I mean, it was trash. Too much gyrating, too much nakedness. What happened to the artistry? What happened to having words? What happened to singing? What happened to dancing? What happened to actual rapping? All you do is shake your booty now. Man, it was trash. I mean, cancel the BET Awards. I know y'all gonna get me, but it was trash, and I don't want to see it.
Now, all that said,
I mean, some people care about the art too, man. Some people just, I don't agree 100%, but I don't disagree enough to give bro an argument. Like, I don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't disagree enough to just argue with him. Like, when I see it, I see the same thing too sometimes, you know? And I think there are some of those bright spots that do bring artistry, that do talk, you know, that give you something other than, you know, shaking ass and doing whatever. And granted, there's a place for that. Like, I'm not saying it's not, like, we're not prudes over here, but come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little something different.
People grew up on these programs, especially the Soul Train Music Awards. I mean, the Soul Train Awards all the way through the 70s, 80s, all the way through. I mean, that is a staple in the black community for multiple generations. So I think it's more nostalgic than anything. Not saying that it was great in today's time, but it's just the nostalgia for some people.
Now, BET, is this really the time to cancel both the Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards indefinitely? Is this really the time? I haven't watched the Hip Hop Awards or the Soul Train Awards in quite some time, but that's mainly because I'm not an award show person, and I feel like they're more so big popularity contests than actual, you know, contests of content. You feel me? But that doesn't mean that I won't miss it, because we get a lot of good clips.
Bro, ain't that what I said? Ain't that literally what I just said? Like, you know you ain't gonna watch it. You just want it to be there. Like, just be there when I need it. Like, just be there. That's what people think about the beats. Like, I don't watch it, but damn, like, if I want to watch it, I want it to be there. But that's not the world we live in. You gotta show your support. You gotta show up with your support in the form of just being a supporter or dollars.
And stuff from these award shows, particularly the hip hop award shows. And we get some great performances from these award shows as well. And honestly, it does make me a little sad because,
Christian,
you know,
I hear you.
That was for us. For us. And we lose a lot of stuff that's particularly for us.
But as a person that just admitted, I don't watch it. It's for you. It's for you. Like, you can't complain about it now, bro. Like, you should have watched it.
So, wow, it's not a huge deal.
Exactly. Like, if your favorite restaurant closed, but you only went there once a year, you never showed up no other time but your anniversary, you never went for a happy hour, you never pulled up just to say, hey, man, let me just grab grab some appetite. You show up once a year and be like, damn, they closing?
I guess for some. For me, it's just like...
That's facts.
There goes something else that was super blackity black.
So what do you guys make of this? Are you happy that it's canceled? Are you not surprised because it's been garbage for a while, ever since they sold it, or even before? What do you think? Or do you feel like this is some type of business move or a racial play in order for them to...
I'm not happy about it, but I understand it. I think that if you wanted the BET Awards to be around, then you were probably... Like, if you're an avid supporter, every year you watching the BET Hip Hop Awards, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not there anymore, I completely understand. Hey, I get you. But if you didn't watch it ever, and now you're talking about it, doesn't really make sense for you to say anything. Again, I don't know what the workaround is, but I think there has to be a reconnection of the people to BET first, and then we'll get into the hip hop awards. The artists are not gonna show up. If the artists see that the people are watching it, then they're gonna be like, okay, well, maybe I don't think it's the other way around. Like, we gotta get the artists in, and then the people will watch. That's like piggybacking off of their work and assuming that their fan base is loyal enough to do that. I don't think that there's a ton of these, like there are very loyal fan bases. I can't say that. But I do think that if you just got people to watch BET first, give them the reason to watch, then the artists will be like, okay, well, the eyes is over there. That's where I'm going to go. We got to show up because people are going to be watching the BET Awards. I don't even know if it's the other way around. Haven't watched in years and no reason to. I think the fact that it's being taken away is the problem. It seems like we're losing something no matter how much usage we get out of it. I don't disagree with you, but in this case specifically, if we know that the viewership has been down, if the viewership was up and they took it, then there'd be more hell to pay. But we know people are not watching it, bro. So I don't think we can't even give it that, right? Like, we can't even give it that. All right. Shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. We got almost 150 million people in here. Hit that like button, man. If you guys haven't done it already, let's get to 100 likes to the stream. I know it's a little bit of a slower day, but I appreciate the love and support either way, man. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic. Now, Mickey Fax tells Ray Daniels that Lupe Fiasco is a better rapper than Kendricklamar today. Now, before we get into this video, I'm going to say this. Fan bases are going to fan for their artist. So either way you look at this, I don't think that anybody is going to be wrong because it's just your opinion. There's no way to really be like, yo, like there's no number and we can't check all. I mean, we could make it, but at the end of the day, it's just the difference in opinion. Some people like voices. Some people like lyrics. Some people like storytelling. Some people like energy, like whatever it is, bro. So, and this isn't the first time that this has happened. I'm from Chicago. I rock with Lupe, right? Like and the thing is, I'm not gonna down Lupe, but I rock with Lupe, but I may disagree, right? Like I may disagree. And also he had an opinion that we'll talk about that kind of makes people look at what he said a little bit differently, right? Like a little bit differently. Let me refresh this. A little bit differently. So let's go ahead and get into that. There we go. My bad, gang. I froze for a second.
Incredible lyricist and incredible MC. But I got Lupe ranked higher from a pen standpoint. Incredible lyricist and incredible MC. But I got Lupe ranked higher from a pen standpoint.
Now, this is recent, if I'm not mistaken. August 5th. Okay, so from a pen standpoint, you have Lupe rated higher than the Pulitzer Prize winner. Okay? I'm from Chicago. And I rock with Lupe Fiasco. Kick, push. If you are what you say you are, a superstar. Come on, bro. Like, it's not even a question that Lupe has done amazing things in hip hop. Let's just get into the video.
All right, I love Lupe. Voodoo Lick is crazy. What's the second album? Because Superstar was on that.
The Cool
was incredible. I love that album.
He rap his ass off.
Yes. But at a certain point, I feel like the faucet got turned off.
I mean, you're talking about from a standpoint of potentially from a mainstream standpoint, but we talking about
still
from the pen.
Lasers, right?
Yeah, I mean, Lasers was his most.
Shout out, cool name for the 5 gang. He says, I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Shout out to you for the 5 gang. So,
potentially from a mainstream standpoint, but we talking about from the pen.
Lasers, right?
From a mainstream standpoint, Lupe, I don't think Lupe had the range to do what Kendrick is doing. And if he had that range, he had the spotlight. So it's not like he didn't have an opportunity. It was a label issue. Everybody was against him. He was thought of as one of the dopest and still one of the dopest voices in hip hop, but he just couldn't do what he did mainstream wise. So I don't even understand that argument.
Yeah, I mean, Lasers was his most popular album. It's not his best album, but it's his most mainstream popular album. It sold the most.
He can really rap.
He can out rap Kendrick today.
They not going for that shit.
I don't think it's insane. I don't think it's insane.
For the record,
I don't think it's insane.
Today.
I don't think it's insane at all. I don't think it's insane. I think y'all stand. So what I'm saying? No. What I'm saying is this.
What you talking about? Dissect that.
I think Kendrick. No. Listen. We're not. The issue. This is the situation. No. Let me speak.
We got 5 more minutes.
Let me speak.
I want him to speak.
Kendrick has been on a run from an album standpoint, unlike anything we've seen since Kanye and Tupac. Right?
Yes.
Like
I agree with that.
He has an incredible catalog from a song perspective.
Okay.
And nobody can deny that. That's why he's ranked as high as he's ranked
for sure.
in terms of Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and all of these legends.
We'll get to it.
But from a pen standpoint, we're talking about just writing raps, like just writing raps and actually rapping. No, I got Lupe over him.
Hey, bro.
Every day of the week.
And here's the thing, bro, because I feel like Lupe is also on that like early 2000s kind of wave too. It was a different time, a different type of rap. I won't say different type, but I just feel like it's like a different energy around like what they was doing back then. Like the elements of like jazz. And not to say that Kendrick doesn't do that, but I feel like there's a little bit of elevation from that. It's like what I get when I hear Nas and Cole, right? Like I hear Nas, but then I hear like taking it to a little bit of a different level. And that's no disrespect because the GOATs are the GOATs and they have their own places. But pen-wise, I don't understand the disrespect. I don't understand the need to disrespect Kendrick either. Like I don't think maybe he's not taking it as disrespect because he's just picking a side and saying, bro, I got Lupe over Kendrick. But even if you take out 2024, nigga, like Kendrick has been rapping like one of the greatest rappers to ever touch the mic for a while. Like he's been rapping like that. And again, I think I don't have to downgrade Lupe because Lupe not saying it, but he did say some off the wall shit. Lupe not saying it, but I just think you're talking about a different class. That's it. And I think that Lupe is an incredible rapper, incredible storyteller, but I think it's like AP versus level, you know what I'm saying? Like 102, 103, not even 101. I'm not saying that. 103 and AP. Like, that's the only way I could really compare that. That's the only way I can really say that. Shout out Spikes for the world for the 10. Thank you so much. I think this current run has made people forget how dope every Kendrick album was. He has never dropped trash, in my opinion. His pen won him a Pulitzer Prize, like, be for real. And that's kind of one of my points where if you're talking about a pen, you're talking about someone who was awarded a Pulitzer Prize. So your argument is already kind of moot. They need to chill. Shout out to my dog for the 10. Cool name. They need to chill. They are starting a random rap beef over nothing. Leave the boogeyman alone. The thing is, with what's happened, I don't think that many artists would want to jump out the window on Kendrick anyway. So I don't think we're getting that far. I don't understand the argument. And then, hold on, man.
I got a better one. Who's a better rapper? Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
That's Lupe.
Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick. Do you like? Okay, so is it by a long shot?
Not really. Drake got bars, which you know. Okay. And you know that, so you know I ain't capping when I say.
For sure.
Right. So I would give it to Drake. I think Kendrick's a better technically skilled performer, but I don't think he's a better rapper.
Performer.
Yeah, that's a difference.
So okay, so you ain't never heard Kendrick and felt like he was one of the most.
Like he was what?
Like
you cut
like
up,
he was one of the most dangerous rappers.
No.
So what? JID album reaction he dropped. Is it out now? I think it come out tonight. Here's the thing, bro. Like the technical rapper versus whatever the hell he said. It just Drake being a better rapper. Like even if you just if I think of one verse from Kendrick, just one. I think if you just listen to Rigor Mortis, or if you just heard the cipher, the BET cipher, if you just heard the BET cipher from Kendrick, there's no way you would say that Drake is a better rapper. So to me, it seems like I don't know if there's I don't know if there's like a little bit of like a personal issue there where maybe people see the accolades of Kendrick. Because I've heard people say like Lupe was Kendrick before Kendrick. Like I've heard people say that before. And I think sometimes that gets in the way. But that thought process is crazy. Just say crew to full of BS. Man, bro, I don't get that. That take makes me lose some respect for Lupe. A lot of people would say that.
Oh, so Kendrick puts no.
You ain't never felt that.
Yes, I have. I felt he was very dangerous. For sure.
You felt like he was dangerous to you?
I felt like Kendricklamar still to this day. He's very surgical with words. Absolutely.
Dangerous to dangerous to you.
Well, no, I don't think none of y'all dangerous to me. Like you either.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So,
but yeah, bro, like that take is like no artist is gonna come out and say, yeah, he's dangerous to me, because everybody should feel like they the greatest. but you saying Kendrick isn't dangerous. See, I think that may be how he tried to clean it up, was saying like, oh, he not dangerous to me. He may be dangerous to y'all, but he not dangerous to me. No VPN for us to listen to it? Yeah, I'm gonna wait till tonight anyway. I'll probably either tonight or tomorrow. Also, this conversation has been tired for a while. I'm saying, bro. I'm saying.
Every day of the week. Every day of the week.
I think
every day of the week.
I think
every day of the week.
So how high is Lupe then? Because if like now that's the upper echelon.
Oh yeah, no.
Lupe's in that J Nas bid.
In terms of pen,
that's what I'm asking.
We're not talking about songs.
No pen,
but the pen makes the songs.
Wait though, like what do we talk like in terms of pen not making songs? Like there's a difference, but the song makers to me are the Drakes, the Futures, the Travises, like making good songs. Kendrick has made good songs. Like he's made good songs, but then he's also literally made you cry on records. He's literally made you rethink life on records. So I don't get it, but that's just his opinion, right?
No. He writes songs, he writes freestyles, all of that.
Okay.
I'm talking about in terms of just lyrically, it's Lupe.
Bro, I need a refresher. Like I listened to, I was actually just listening to a little bit of Lupe on the plane. Crazy. But like, maybe I need a refresh. Maybe I need a specific song. I feel like he's probably got a couple of songs locked and loaded in his brain that's like, y'all just ain't heard these yet. If y'all heard these, y'all would know what I'm saying. SLR, some people don't know rap and it shows. Mickey on dope, sorry I gotta say it. See, I need to hear it. Lupe can make you cry too. Like, I'm not saying that Lupe hasn't, because like I said, like his storytelling and I don't know, I think his use of like the way the beat selection and what he's done, I feel like the jazz and spoken word and all of that is dope. He's like hip hop, but I think that kind of puts you in this bubble too, though, a little bit. Like Kendrick I wouldn't consider him to be just in the bubble of like this hip hop. Like he can go outside of that. And I think that's what this dude is talking about, where he's talking about pen versus the song, where Kendrick can do that, but that doesn't mean he can't bar you to oblivion.
He's that guy.
Okay.
And Kendrick would even admit that it's Lupe.
Clip that shit up. I need Kendrick to admit
this. Give me a song, Zuri. Give me a song. Zuri says, you haven't listened to enough Lupe. This isn't a crazy take. He can rap, but I never said he couldn't rap either. Like I hold high regard for Lupe. I just don't know why.
And then when you look at the comments,
okay, I'm gonna just
say, they're gonna agree with me.
I'm gonna say something bold because I think I manage songwriters, I made records. I really believe that Jay-Z has the most elite pen in hip hop history.
Would y'all agree
I'm
with
not
that?
gonna disagree with that.
I think that.
Shout out to Zone Fanfic for the 5, gang. I appreciate you. He says, F it. I'm just gonna say it. Lupe and Jid edge closer more often to lyrical miracle, which makes me question if they even had the range. And I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what the that's what the UK was saying about Eminem and was saying about Joyner Lucas. Jid, I think, does a little bit more with the wordplay. And I think that's something that Lupe can do, but I just don't think he moves. He doesn't move at light speed like that. So I still get a chance to understand and hear what he's saying. But if you were to say that, I say that more towards Jid than Lupe, personally. Lupe doesn't use AI. He's working on AI software. Shoes featuring Virgil Abloh. Shout out to TK.
Right after him, you can flip between Nas and Kendrick. Like, I think he's that great as a rapper.
Okay, so he said Jay's first, then right after that, you could flip between Nas and Kendrick for the pen. Some people just don't hold Jay that high, though. Like anytime I bring up Jay, I'm more oftentimes met with, nah, Jay's not really him. Do y'all hear that too? React to Lupe Fiasco failure. Lyrics breakdown is copyright free. React to Lupe Fiasco's failure. Nas and Jay is 1A and 1B. Earl Sweatshirt is more of a comparison to Lupe. I don't think Lupe has any songs that can be used for protests. Jay stays in his own lane. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I hear people saying that, and Jay doesn't really get, like they kind of play with Jay a little bit more, pause, and be like, maybe he's not that guy that we thought he was. But I wouldn't disagree with this take. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking
as a
hard.
rapper.
I would have Nas underneath Jay. Ayo.
I think Nas is the best lyricist of all
I'm not
time.
mad at that either. I think Nas and Jay flip flop.
Jay's the best writer as far as making the hit records, as far as how he's crafted.
But Nas is the best lyricist.
But on some
Nas would be the best lyricist because Lupe tries to be like Nas.
Yeah. On some bar for bar shit.
I'm not disagreeing with any of those points.
I just want to go, nigga. I need you to give me. I'm dead serious. I want to listen to this shit.
On who?
Spotify playlist on
of who?
Of Cole and Lupe.
I got you. Listen,
and I'm gonna give you.
Wait, he said Cole. Why you say Cole?
Playlist on
of who?
Of Cole and Lupe.
I got you. Listen,
and I'm gonna give you.
I'm talking just lyrically. I'm not talking about the song and how it makes you feel and how you vibe to it and how you buy. I'm talking about from a cerebral standpoint. It's not even close.
Right. Bro, the fact that he's saying it's not even close is crazy. It's not even close. What are you listening to? Like, what are you listening to where you're like, bro is light years ahead of Kendricklamar? How many bro, he's the greatest rapper of all time at that point. At that point, the greatest rapper of all time. If you saying it's not even close, bro, he's light years ahead of bro. He's the greatest rapper of all time. You got to give him the greatest. You got to give him the GOAT. Does he have some secret out? Yeah, bro, you got to just say he's the greatest rapper of all time.
To it and how you buy. I'm talking about from a cerebral standpoint. It's not even close.
Nigga say cerebral. I lost.
You went to this.
I didn't go to college. I don't know what that means, nigga. You went to but I love it though. I respect it, Mickey. I just like nigga. You
Pendulum me. I'm telling you. That's what it is, nigga.
Ray, you went this whole time without mentioning 3 stacks, so we appreciate that.
Okay, here we go.
The reason why I didn't is because we ain't talking about groups. Okay. But if we all talking about groups,
pens now.
We talking, I think
he don't got a solo song with a chorus and 2 verses rapping.
We talking about pens. I think Andre's pen is better than Kendrick's. I think he's only second to Jay. I think he's better than Nas. I think he's better than everybody.
This is where I stop.
Lyrically, Andre 3000 is better than all of them.
I can't,
except for Jay-Z. That's the only person.
I don't know.
That I would say
I don't know.
Andre can't rap better than.
Can you answer that though?
I don't know why. I can't. So to Rashad's point. When he brings up Cole, When he brings up Cole,
that nigga said outcast with a K. Niggas is hard.
When he brings up Cole,
harder than a nigga trying to impress God.
Excuse me. When he brings up Cole and Cole's feature run, I believe that Cole took the blueprint of Andre 3000's feature run and did that for himself.
I agree too, because he got a party right after he did. Yeah,
but there is no solo Andre 3000 album. There is no solo.
Wait, didn't bro just say it's the pen, not the song? Am I tripping? Because bro just said, I'm talking pen, and then when it got to three stacks, he said he don't have a song with a verse and hooks. Now the thing with Andre to me, is that he just doesn't have enough music, enough solo music. Like that's his only reason why sometimes I feel like he kind of is excluded from some of these arguments is because he just doesn't have enough. But what we have gets him at least to the door. Now, do we let him into all of it? I regard 3 stacks as nigga like so high, bro. Like I put him up there, bro. Like up there. I just sometimes I can't argue it because he doesn't have enough. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can't argue because he just doesn't have enough.
Andre 3000 song where he has a chorus and 2 rap verses by himself. I cannot say I cannot say that he can do this because he hasn't done it. It has not happened. We do not have something that we can say, this is the song that says he can do this. And he came up in the era where rappers were doing it 3 times on a song. He was doing it in an era where rappers every
nigga got up and walked out. Who was that?
And I love 3000, like everybody loves 3000.
Ryan, come here.
But there is not. You can't compare him to Biggie when Biggie has songs and albums with 3 verses every single time. There is not one song. Wait, hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. Let me finish.
We caught in the middle of this shit now.
I believe that 3000 is one of the greatest writers ever that we've ever experienced. But there is not
That's
one
a
song.
That's a little known fact. I didn't know that.
He cannot. He don't even got.
As you said, I'm thinking about the love below, and I'm trying to think.
He don't even have. He don't got more verses than Biggie. Biggie was alive for 3
Two things when you do that.
years.
You invalidate your Lupe thing because Lupe didn't do it consistent.
Wait. What did he say? Hold up.
Two things when you do that.
Years.
You invalidate your Lupe thing because Lupe didn't do it consistent.
But he did.
Damn.
Verses than Biggie. Biggie was alive for 3
Two things when you do that.
years.
You invalidate your Lupe thing because Lupe didn't do it consistent.
But he did. But
Yes, he did.
He got a rap album. He got a
has
rap album. He got a rap
He
album.
has solo rap albums.
He got solo rap.
We can't discredit what?
Ah, man, I wanted to hear what he was saying. The Andre 3000 portion to me is such like a tough one for me because I know what he can do. I know what he can do. It's just like he just doesn't have enough for me to argue. So the entire argument with Lupe versus Kendrick has to stop. I'm from Chicago. I love Lupe as an artist. And just the growing up in that time and listening to the music back then, like I'd be like, what it did for the city to be like Lupe from Chicago. It's crazy, man. Like I can't deny that, and I don't deny his talent. But when you have this dude talking about he is like, even it, bro. And I'm not saying this, but even if we gave him the win and said, okay, you're right, Lupe is better than Kendrick. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this. Let me just say that. But even if we gave him that argument, we still are lost in every day of the week, any time of day, not even close, light years ahead. You are an absolute troll, an idiot for even thinking that. It's not even possible. Now, on the other end, I think that Kendrick is a much more versatile artist. I think he's way more versatile. I think he can make songs. I think he can tell stories. I think he can battle. I think he can get in the ring. I think he can make you think. I think he can take you to therapy. I think he can take you to and make you think about God and religion. And not to say that Lupe can't do that, but not to the level of Kendrick Lamar. That's just the way I see it. Just not. It's levels, bro. Kick, push, coast. I mean, and I think if you look at what the songs that they're known for, which one would you say is bigger? And that's not numbers wise, but what's a better song? Is Kick Push a better song? I don't want to use Not Like Us because I feel like that's a I want to say DNA. Shout out to Peter Stone for the 5 gang. I appreciate you. Lupe being a more technical rapper isn't a crazy take. It feels like a lot of y'all are too fanned out, Ken, and too unaware about Lupe. So, fam, Peter Stone, Lupe being a more technical rapper isn't a crazy take. He said Kendrick was a more technical rapper. I'm not fanning out. He said Kendrick was a more technical rapper and better with the pen. He said Kendrick was a better technical rapper and that Lupe has a better pen. And he makes better songs or whatever. Kendrick makes better songs. So it's not a fan out. Like how is that? At the end of the day, it's an opinion. That's what I said at the beginning. Nobody's ever going to be right. Nobody's ever going to be right. Lupe he opened me up to the world of conscious rap. So I have hella respect for him, but I do believe he's bitter, jealous of Dot, which is unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. You can say that Lupe has a better pen, but as an all-around artist, Lupe is not better than Kendrick because we're not talking about Lupe. Kick Push is simple but layered. Hey Lupe fans, choose one deep cut to recommend a non-Lupe fan. Just respect the art. Facts, and we respect it. We respect it. So that's my take on it, man. I don't think you're wrong in any way. I said that at the beginning. If you go back to, I said I don't think anybody is wrong in whatever side they pick. But I think that when you are not listening to, we're talking about what he's saying and not what you're saying. You're saying you haven't heard enough. He's saying he is above and beyond any day of the week, light years ahead of Kendrick Lamar. I disagree emphatically. I don't care what anybody says. Disagree, and that's not fanning out. That's just I disagree, and there's no way. I can't give you. And to be Lupe, to be the one that's the greatest of all time, like, come on, nigga, stop. No. All right, on to the next video, man. Man, bump all that. What is Lupe doing now? That's the question. He's sitting at home mentioning Kendrick in 58% of his interviews. His catalog already run. All right. So I think that was kind of interesting. This take was crazy to me. Him talking about Drake that way and saying that Drake was even a better rapper than Kendrick is wild to me. Cool name for the 5, man. I appreciate you. He says, since we're throwing things out there, J. Cole versus Pusha T, Joey versus Jid, K-Dot versus Joey. What up, my boy? He said, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. All right. So let's tap in, man. We got a couple of other videos to get to, man. Thank y'all for sticking around with me today. It is Thursday, 2 o'clock. Hopefully y'all getting through y'all day nicely, man. We will try to chop up these videos a little bit later, man. But let's go ahead and get into it. Drake. We got Drake out here warning Gilly for beefing with OVO, Johnny Manziel, and threatening him to fight. What did I miss? Let's go. What did I miss?
It's the greatest hustler alive, the king of West Philly. Right now we in the north, and I'm with Chig Smooth. I know y'all know who Chig Smooth is, man. Don't front on my boy, the biggest on YouTube, and he in the trenches. Winners respect winners. Support my boy. I don't know the jargon. Like, subscribe, all that shit.
Everything. Like, comment, share,
and don't snitch. Let's win. We the biggest.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Looks like we might just have a Drake versus Philly Part 2 coming up. It looks like Johnny Manziel is officially tagging in his big brother Drake into his beef with Gilly. Now, over the weekend, Johnny was not too happy with Gilly clowning Cam Newton. You guys know Gilly and Cam Newton have been going back and forth with each other.
That argument was dumb to me too, bro. Like, people be disrespecting Cam because I feel like he's a character now and he be wearing these hats and the clothes be different, but they just be disrespecting Cam, bro. Like, he ain't did nothing in football. Like, you got kids out here disrespecting Cam. Now, Cam has his opinion on quarterbacks, and a lot of people agree. Jalen Hurts is nice, but just because he won a Super Bowl don't mean he was Cam. Like, stop. I don't know, bro.
They've been clowning each other's careers.
Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
There will not be no playing with my name, with my career. This is all entertainment here.
Hey, shut your tight jean-wearing ass up, man.
I know why you in your feelings, Gilly. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gilly the Kid album? Damn. Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
Gilly, man. Hey, bro, listen. Just like Joe, y'all probably have much better careers as podcasters, for real.
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gilly, we stab and we twist. Wise words was told to me, they say, when you go low, I go to hell. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. When I'm looking at your rap career, Gilly did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Damn. Former member of Major Figures, bass rap group late 90s and early 2000s. You ain't never been great at nothing. The only great thing that Gilly does, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around, yeah, getting them going. Mascot, very questionable career. We can't relate on a lot of things, Gilly. And if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game will be really at question. Because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow, that is. I respect that. And I also respect Gilly. But respectfully, brother, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. Damn. Please understand, when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were.
God.
They said, Gilly, who is that? Man,
Hey, he cooking, bro. Yeah, bro. Like I said, Cam was elite, bro. Carolina Cam, Superman Cam. Like if you was playing fantasy and you had Cam Newton, now like later in his career definitely was a little bit different. I really can't understand why Cam didn't have a better career. I mean, Kelvin Benjamin did him in. Yikes. But I don't know, man. He just had such a great career, man. Had a great career. Done a lot in football. And for people to trash him the way they do is crazy.
You know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat? Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You can't beat me in nothing. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers.
And so far, it's been jokes. Nothing personal has been said on either side, so it never really felt like Gilly and Cam really had any smoke with each other. This was just trash talking between men. While Gilly was at his birthday party, he took a little bit more shots at Cam Newton.
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these.
You know what I think is crazy, bro? He fighting the argument for somebody else. He didn't play for the damn trophy. Mascot, bro, he ain't play for the trophy. He just a fan. He just a fan. I don't get it, bro. Like, even to be that, like, bro, at some point, I'm going to stop fighting the argument because I didn't win it. I didn't play for it. Listen, I'll argue with you. Hey, I think he better than you. This is my reason why. Boom. I'm not finna be out here holding a trophy that I ain't win, nigga. You crazy as hell if you think that's what happened.
Never got one of these.
Which then prompted Johnny Manziel to crash out on Gilly. He told Gilly, yo, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you fucking done anything on...
That's what I'm saying. He's a fan with a Super Bowl. What, your city, your team? You ain't win that Super Bowl, boy. Stop playing. You ain't win that damn Super Bowl.
Biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you fucking done anything on the football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the fuck out of you.
Damn.
Trust. I love $1 million worth of game, but that's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Can't wait for this response. Just set up the rough and rowdy and let's call it a day. Take Jalen's dick out your mouth for a couple minutes. Pretty sure he's already got a chick, Gilly. Now, Rough and Rowdy is an amateur boxing event that's hosted by Barstool. Okay. So not only is Johnny telling Gilly, yo,
let's fight.
I will literally put hands on you both outside the ring and inside the ring. Now, to me personally, Johnny, you were out of line, brother. From what it looks like, you and Gilly do not know each other.
Yeah.
You guys do not have a relationship with each other. So you coming out...
Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. Like, I feel like these people are opportunists, bro. Both of them. We talking about Gilly. All of these guys are opportunists, right? I don't think Cam's intention was to be an opportunist. You feel me? Like, I think he was making a point, which I think he started making the point about Jalen, if I'm correct. Gilly had an issue with what Cam said about Jalen. They going back and forth, and then Johnny, good old Johnny Football, came out of nowhere and was taken up for Cam, which Cam don't need no savior, first of all. He don't need no savior. He can handle his own battles. So I feel like what we're seeing here is the battle of opportunists, especially on Gilly and Johnny Manziel's side. Now, as soon as I seen the rough and ready or whatever the hell it was, rough and rowdy, I already know, bro. He trying to get them to sign, trying to get them to do a charity fight or something, some way where it's a play where he gets some sort of notoriety, some money or whatever. Cool name for the 5 gang. I appreciate you. Mascot Gilly contributed as much as someone passing sporks out of the game. That is a fact. I know he was defending Cam, but it wasn't needed because Cam was handling that. We heard it, right? Thank you, brother.
Blue to address him like this is crazy, especially when the person he's actually making fun of and going back and forth with never took it this far. We never saw Cam tell Gilly, bro, I'm gonna put hands on you. So why do you think that you got the right to talk crazy to Gilly like this? Now, Gilly did respond back to him, and it went just how you guys thought it would.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was.
Hey, yo, this dude is an idiot, bro. Nah, look, hey, bro, hey, dog, look, you might be old or something. Hey, yo, ain't no way.
Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny. I figured by now that shit would have wore off, right?
Hey, Gilly, chill,
Johnny,
bro.
what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? Had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because it ain't 1917 no more, Johnny.
I'm crying,
this is
bro.
2025. Fight back, Johnny.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do? You just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a bet nap, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny.
Oh my God.
Now let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB, African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you.
This boy said, check out an AAB, African American Business. Boy, you really thought on that one.
African American Business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me? Now, Cam said what he said about Jalen. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do in a Super Bowl, and then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking way.
Now, that was personal to Cam. You gonna talk about he couldn't, bro, Cam not winning the Super Bowl is kind of like a sore spot. Like, that's personal. You talked about his career. He talked about your career. Look, Earth 1, Earth 2. I'm telling you.
Fucking cocaine Johnny.
Almost at 100 likes.
Big
Run it up.
fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you, neither one of y'all could fuck with Jalen. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field. Neither did you, Johnny.
Oh, my.
You was in a fucking league for 2 weeks. They sent you to the fucking Australian Kangaroos. The fuck you, I think you did 2 years with the Lithuanian Bombers or some shit. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't did shit either. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny.
Now, usually, you don't really come at somebody that's been in the streets like Gilly unless you feel super comfortable and super, super safe with the people you got around you.
So wait, bro.
Tonight,
I'm not, bro. This is just now becoming a Drake video because I'm like, wait, how the hell Drake? Now Drake is involved? What? Gilly is eating this up. Pause. He is eating this up. Cam talking about him. Johnny talking about him. Drake talking about, bro. The numbers. They clip farming like a motherfucker, bro.
Johnny Manziel is showing us the muscle around him. That would be Drake and OVO. Tonight, Johnny posted Drake wearing this jacket with a very direct message that's written on the back. We'll go to hell about Johnny Manziel. AKA, if you fuck with Johnny Manziel, you're fucking with OVO. And we all know right now, Drake is strictly about his OVO guys that held him down.
Crazy.
Drake recently bought brand new chains for everybody in OVO, which had these words written on the back. The Cold War is over, and it made us even colder. So it looks like Drake is definitely supporting his guy, OVO Johnny Manziel, in this.
Wait, this is recent? Drake tour fit tonight in Manchester. We'll go to hell about Johnny Manziel. All that eating Gilly was doing over the battle for Drake. But he ain't know. Drake gonna pick the white boy every time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, look at this comment down here. Look at this comment down here. Sheesh. I didn't even know they was connected, bro. OVO, Johnny Manziel. What the hell
beef
is Johnny
against
Manziel
Gilly,
doing to OVO?
which
What up,
then
Get
brings
Chill?
us to the very awkward part. Gilly fucks with Drake. Heavy. Last year when Drake was beefing with Kendrick, Gilly was actually one of the few media personalities that was supporting Drake. And according to Gilly, he claimed some of Drake's diss record were actually better than Kendrick's.
I just heard that Kendricklamar.
Yeah, I remember this video. Bro, that's crazy to cape for somebody this hard and then they step out and be like, bro, I don't fuck with you like that. That's crazy.
This. I fuck with Kendrick, but that shit was going on the cob, man. You know what's crazy, man? The light skin is winning, man. 3-0, man. Fucking Drake up 2-0. Motherfucking Chris Brown up 1-0. I just take me back. I remember in the motherfucking late 80s, the motherfucking light skin, man, everything up to the late 80s. Then motherfucking Nino Brown pistol whip very light skin in motherfucking New Jack City. Then they had it bad all the way up to motherfucking Steph Curry and Chris Brown and Klay Thompson and Drake. And now them light skins doing what they want, man. Y'all even let Wallow light-skinned ass come home from jail after doing 7,300 fucking days and win. Light-skinned think they run the world.
Gilly is funny though. I won't lie.
They took that shit, man. Is that shit over with, man? That shit is over with.
Bro, caping that hard and then now he at you. That's crazy. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. When you don't have no relationship to people, bro, at this point, you can't get nobody, no props, no business if you ain't directly connected with them. Because as soon as you say something that go against and y'all ain't got no connection, it's over with. That's what Drake, all of this for a platform like what they got, $1 million worth of game. All of this, they was on that side, basically. And now Drake just slapped this Thanos smack. Done. I don't with you. That's crazy.
Came back. And then he came back again. I said, oh,
Facts.
he barbecue, baked, honey dip, glazed, Old Bay seasoned the light skin. And then Drake just it's over. The light skin one, man. That's over. It's over. It's over. Light skin one. Don't let these light skin anything out here.
So now if you're Gilly, you're in quite a pickle, buddy.
That's
you fuck
tough.
with Drake, but Drake fucks with the nigga that you're beefing with even harder. Do you now cop a plea and say, you know what, Johnny, I ain't even messing with you right now? Or do you double down on Johnny and Drake because now these guys are clearly against you? Johnny,
Gilly being who Gilly is, he gotta double down. You can't backtrack, nigga. You gotta battle Drake, nigga.
This is nasty, nasty work, my brother. How do you start a fight with somebody, they respond back to you, then you go and get your big brother to fight your battle? Nah, Johnny, you gotta come catch this fade on your own. You guys get in the comments below.
I think Drake is tapped in and he heard about what was going on. I don't really know if Johnny had to say much. I don't think Johnny called Drake and was like, hey, bro, you got to do that. I think he just did it because he heard about it. But Gilly, that's the problem, bro. You align it with somebody who is not going to have your... I think people be doing things hoping that when at some point they'll return the favor. Not this one. Not him. He not going to return the favor, bro. That's crazy. In other news, that is absolutely insane, man. But hey, Gilly, like I said, all of this is opportunistic for Johnny, for Gilly, even for Drake. Like even for Drake. All of this is opportunistic. I think everybody is just looking for clicks. It's a little slow right now. People are looking for something to talk about, and they giving it to him. If you're Big Brother Drake, that ain't it. Ooh, let this be a lesson to everyone. Facts. So we're not crying about the weakest link. Gilly need to get in the booth ASAP. That's what I'm saying, bro. At this point, now you got to battle Drake. Nigga. Just battle him. Just get in the booth and drop something and kick it off and see if he responds. All right, on to the next one, man. Shout out to y'all for hanging out with us, man. We've been live for what? Way more than 18 minutes. What's going on? Something must have stopped. Oh, hour and a half. Been live for about an hour and a half, man. Hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes in the stream. Jim Jones is warning hip hop podcasters after teasing his new podcast. Do y'all want to hear this Jim Jones podcast? What's going on here?
The greatest hustler alive, the king of West Philly. Right now we in the North, and I'm with Chig Smooth. I know y'all know who Chig Smooth is, man. Don't front on my boy, the biggest on YouTube, and he in the trenches. Winners respect winners. Support my boy. I don't know the jargon. Like, subscribe, all that shit.
Everything. Like, comment, share.
Like, comment, share, and don't snitch. Let's win. We the biggest.
Well, would you look at that, you guys? We've got a brand new podcast coming into the space. This one is...
Off rip, who would you rather watch? Come on, bro. Off rip. Off rip, Jim is already number 4. He's already at the bottom of the totem pole. Already. Off rip. Bottom of the totem pole. Cam and Mace gonna make you laugh the whole show. Period. Joe Budden, sometimes I don't be caring for some of the cast members' takes, but I think I probably listen to Joe almost every day when I'm working out. Joe, I don't know, I just listen to Joe. The Drink Champs, they have some really good interviews up there. I almost wish sometimes they didn't get as drunk, high key. Because I feel like sometimes they be slurring. I'd be like, bro, can we just talk, nigga? Jim, I don't even want to hear this nigga, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Off rip.
Going to be totally new and unique. It's going to be a hip-hop podcast that's going to be ran by a rapper. I know, you guys never heard of that before. Now, after recently going viral for his Nas comparison, Jim Jones is teasing a brand new podcast. And on top of that, he's putting black media on notice. But not to worry, according to Jim Jones, it's still up in the air. Here's what he said.
Don't get scared now. Y'all ready for my podcast? Because none of y'all can talk more shit than me, I promise you that. I thought that. Let me stop. This is actually one of the podcast setups we have in the facility that's here for rent for any bloggers, influencers, people that want to do blogs. I mean, it's we're also on Peerspace and things like that, but I know y'all got nervous. Y'all niggas to shift this now. Like,
awesome, he ain't doing that.
No. You never know what might happen. I might just do one for fun, you heard?
Jim Jones got in the caption and said, "Don't get scared now. New podcast on the way. I done made all y'all podcasts hot. Time to take my spot back." Now, we all know what this is. This is definitely his way of trying to put out feelers to see if a possible podcast deal can land in his lap.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think what he's doing is just kind of gauging interest. Do y'all want to see this? And I think even with the negative the negative talk that he's probably going to get from this, I think that's still going to be motivation. Because even if people don't want to hear him talk, they're going to want to see him fail. Right? So, and not to say that I don't want to hear him talk. I just think that he is not going to be it's not going to be as easy for him as maybe he thinks it's going to be. But I definitely think that he wants to try to gain some interest. Shout out to Young Forever, man, for the 5. Thank you so much, fam. Keep up the great work, and thank you for the content. No, thank you for your support, man. It means everything to me. I can't do this without y'all showing up and watching the videos, man. Thank y'all so much.
Even after Jim Jones told Shannon Sharp that he does not do podcasts.
You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space.
No,
now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey,
Singing,
this the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas record.
This the biggest podcast you ever been on. Name the podcast you been on bigger than this one.
Hold on. We off topic. I'm not a podcaster.
No.
This is what I do. You see
Name a podcast you been on bigger than this one. When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jadakiss get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
I forgot about Joe and Jada too. I forgot about Joe and Jada, even though like I haven't really tapped into Joe and Jada very much. I feel like we got a clip of Fat Joe we got to talk about too. But Jada, sometimes I like listening to Jada. I think Fat Joe just be pissing me off when I listen to him.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out. Chill out. Don't play with me, bro. Chill out.
Off topic.
You dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I don't care nothing about nothing else that you got to say, bro. You might as well take me off this shit,
bro. We here. You can't out-talk me.
Leave me alone, bro.
You might can out-rap me, but you can't out-talk me.
Don't nobody want to go to Club Shay Shay. Nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that shit. Nobody rushing to go to that shit.
Biggest podcast you ever been on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
you do got a good podcast.
You get an invite.
You do got a good podcast.
Nobody listening to me?
The podcast is tremendous. You and Ocho do your thing. But don't get it twisted, bro. I don't care nothing about no fucking podcast, bro.
It's kind of hard not to think about it when you see people like Joe Budden making 20 M's from Patreon alone. Or when you see your colleagues like Gilly and Wallow, Cam and Mace, all doing extremely well from podcasting. I'm sure right now Jim Jones is probably thinking long term. I just put out an album that really did not do too well. So what's my next play? Do I keep making music for how long? Or I can possibly
You're
jump.
not gonna make no money in music. You're not finna pull a Pharrell and go work at a fashion house. At this point, your shtick is shit talking.
Into this
So get on the
podcast lane
podcast,
where
brother.
everybody seems to be doing pretty well in. We just saw Fat Joe and Jadakiss start up their new podcast. And let's be honest, Jim Jones does go viral a lot. Even if you agree or disagree with him, his words actually matter. People actually want to hear from him.
That's what I said.
He's got stories. Now, obviously, podcasting is a whole different lane. It's not just going to be sound bites. You actually got to talk. You got to be entertaining.
And I think that's the
on top of that,
difference. Cameron is a slick. He's slick talking. Mace is slick talking. Hikey, Nori done got better at questions. And Joe, I didn't expect that from Joe. Like I didn't expect him to be a leader of conversations, but like the homie said, he is surrounded by a lot of yes men. Jim doesn't strike me as the sit down, ask questions, have thought out conversations. He is like a puncher. He's the definition of a puncher to me. Like he can win if he can punch you, but he can't box. He can't the whole fight. He gonna have to get clips. He can't, you know what I'm saying? So, well, at least I can't say he can't. I haven't seen him do it.
You got to decide if you want to co-host or not. Yes, it does look easy, especially if you're not the one doing it. But if we're talking strictly content and entertainment value, I think Jim Jones has potential to be at least top 5 podcast in hip-hop. So let's see if he actually follows up with it. You guys get in the comments below. Would you guys like to see a Jim Jones podcast, or is it
How many hip-hop podcasts do we have that I didn't mention? 1, 2, 3, Joe and Jada. I don't think you can consider, let me see. Top. $1 million worth of game, Drink Champs. Everything's giving me like 2023 Joe Budden podcast, Rap Radar. I mean, I guess when you look at it like that, maybe Because I don't really know if we consider, is No Jumper up there too? I don't know. The 49-year-old YN. I don't even watch Joe, so I don't want to watch Jim. Facts. All right, man, we got one more to get into. Shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. I appreciate that love and support. Let me know if y'all are willing to watch Jim Jones talk about hip hop or whatever he wants to talk about. What else we got? Did I want to cover this today? I thought this was a funny clip. I thought this was a hilarious clip. Watch this.
Real nigga, but that never really had a crew. A pistoleros. He didn't have a crew. I had an army since I was in kindergarten, bro. I'm telling you.
I had an army since I was in kindergarten. Look at Jada's face. I be feeling like, bro, when people say stupid and you can't really just make them look shitty on camera. You gotta just sit there. Like, come on, nigga. An army since when?
I got a story. Rest in peace. Julio Fuente, my barber for many years. He said I was 5 years old. I walked to his barbershop with 20 kids. And he said, he was like, yo, I can't cut your hair with these 20 kids. And he said that I told them all to go outside and wait for me. And they all went outside. And that's when my barber, Julio Fuentes, told me, I knew you were the leader.
Come on, bro.
Hear me and hear me good. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Brother. First of all, you don't even remember this memory. Then the dude that told you what you did is no longer with us. So we can't even go to him to find out if what he told you did was correct. What? He said lying at what?
I knew you were going to run this shit. You was 5 years old telling 20 guys wait outside.
Wait, so they went from 20 kids to 20 guys? You was 5 years old telling 20 guys to wait outside. So you had 20 kids following you to the barbershop. Where are their parents and why? What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here?
Right? The Pun was like this real, live, real nigga, but that never really had a crew. A pistoleros. He didn't.
Okay, it's just replaying. I thought that was an absolutely hilarious clip, bro. There's no way. You don't have to be bro. You like, why does everybody have to have this overinflated view of themselves? Like, they gotta be a boss since 5 years old, my nigga. 5? You had to be a boss since 5? You couldn't have developed into a boss and people say you had to have been a boss since 5? Oh yeah, you becoming DJ Khaled Crayons. That's oof. I'm there with you. All right, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with your boy today, man. Hit that like button if you guys haven't done it already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to go ahead and clip these videos up, man. I'll get some of these out either later on today or tomorrow, man. But y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much for everybody that hit the like button today. Thank you for everybody that hit the sub button today. If you have not subscribed, hit the sub button. Thank you to everybody who donated today, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank y'all so much for everything. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. We're probably gonna do the JID review tomorrow. Tonight, I just can't do it. I got some things I gotta go ahead and get into actually like right now. I love y'all so much, man. Have a great rest of y'all day. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.